Was Jumeirah Residences Emirates Towers the best residential project of 2025? When you look at who built it, where it sits, and what Jumeirah's past projects have actually done in resale, it's a very serious question. Now, this project is actually located across the road from the heart of DIFC. Not nearby and not close to, it's actually next to one of the most important commercial and lifestyle districts in the region. And before we even talk about layouts or finishes, let's just talk about the brand. Jumeirah isn't a developer that experiments. They're an operator first, and that matters. Their hotels are known globally for their service, precision, and consistency. From Burj Al Arab to Madinat Jumeirah to Marsa Al Arab, they've built an incredible reputation where expectations are already set before you even walk through the door. Marsa Al Arab is the perfect example. That project was not about volume. It was about getting everything right. And if you look at the resales there, the numbers speak for themselves. Apartments that launched in the mid-teens are now transacting north of 40 and 50 million dirhams. Not because of market noise, but because the product delivered exactly what it promised. That's the Jumeirah effect. Strong design, serious attention to detail, and a level of service that holds up years after handover. On the higher end of their portfolio, you can also look at Jumeirah Zabil Sarai Royal Residences on the west crescent of the Palm Jumeirah. It's one of the most established and well-known luxury hotels on the Palm, and the residences there are incredible. The project helped cement Jumeirah's reputation in ultra-prime residential living long before branded residences became fashionable in Dubai. On the more accessible side, there's also Jumeirah Living Marina Gate, which is in the Dubai Marina. It's widely considered one of, if not the strongest residential buildings in Marina, both in terms of the quality and also the long-term livability. The architecture is instantly recognizable, especially at nighttime with the LED lights, and the build quality has proven solid over time. It shows that Jumeirah can execute well at different price points without compromising on their standards. Now bring that mindset into DIFC. The location does not need an introduction. DIFC is where the finance, law, and government meet. It's walkable, central, and already fully established. There's no future master plan story here. This is as real and as prime as it gets. The project sits directly within the Emirates Towers district, surrounded by DIFC, Zabil, and some of the most important institutional and government buildings in the country. Views here include Burj Khalifa, DIFC skyline, Emirates Towers, Zabil, and the surrounding palaces. These are protected city views that won't just disappear over time. What makes this project really interesting is that Jumeirah didn't try to overbuild it. There are just over 200 residences across 2 towers, very clean architecture, controlled density, and a very clear focus on privacy and livability. This is not a mixed-use tower with hotel traffic running through your body. It's a residential first, with Jumeirah's service layered on top. Let's talk about the homes themselves. Pricing starts from around 3.5 million for a 1-bedroom apartment, 4.7 million for 2 beds, and roughly around 10 million for 3-bedroom simplex units. And for the 4-bedroom apartments, starting from around 25 million. The apartments here are properly sized, especially by DIFC standards. 1 bedrooms start from around 860 square feet, 2 bedrooms from roughly 1,160, 3 bedrooms from just over 2,100. And the 4-bedroom apartments are genuinely really big, starting from 6,300 square feet. Balconies are very well proportioned and actually usable rather than just decorative, and the internal layouts are actually efficient and calm. Wide frontage, floor to ceiling glass, and extensive use of glazing throughout the living areas, which means that the apartments feel bright and open without feeling exposed.
When we were designing this with the architects, we made sure that every corner apartment is wrapped in a 3-sided panoramic glazing system, offering uninterrupted views.
Ceiling heights are one of the quiet strengths here, especially in the larger units. They make a very big difference to how the space feels day to day. The larger homes, particularly the 3 and 4 bedrooms, are designed for people who actually live in DIFC full-time. Proper living and dining zones, separation between bedrooms, maids' rooms, storage, and circulation that works in real life and not just on a floor plan. From a lifestyle point of view, residents get access to hotel-style services without actually having to live in a hotel. Concierge, housekeeping, wellness facilities, pools, gyms, lounges, every single thing is curated, but not crowded. Quiet, controlled, and delivered properly.
The amenities extend beyond the home, serviced by our well-known Jumeirah brand. Sky pools, 2-level wellness clubs, fitness centers, exclusive fitness centers, massage, salon spas, event terraces, private dining, private cinemas, and much more.
From an investment point of view, this is not about chasing yield. DIFC residential never has been. This is actually about owning a best-in-class asset in a location where supply is permanently restricted. Jumeirah doesn't launch residential projects often, and when they do, they're very selective about the site and very conservative with the density. That's why their projects tend to age really well, both in value and also relevance. If you compare this to what else launched in 2025, very few projects tick all of the boxes at once. Prime location, proven operator, strong historical release evidence, livable layouts, and a brand that people trust. So was Jumeirah Residences Emirates Towers the best residential launch of 2025? For a certain type of buyer, someone who values long-term quality, service, and location over short-term excitement, it's very hard to argue against it. And if you understand what happened, especially with Marsa Al Arab, you'll understand why people here moved very early. If you want to go through the remaining availability or even what's in the secondary market, please reach out to me and we can go through the units together.